There's a scene in the drama Love for You that has recently become a topic of discussion among fans. Not only because it showcases the strong chemistry between Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi, but also because the story behind the scene is far more interesting than what appears on screen. A kiss scene that initially seemed like a normal part of the story was actually improvised during filming. This has made many viewers curious about Song Weilong's reaction when Zhang Jingyi makes this spontaneous move. For viewers who have followed Love for You, the chemistry between Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi is indeed one of the biggest draws. The drama brings together Song Weilong as Chun-yi and Zhang Jingyi as Miao Jing. Two characters with complex emotional relationships and complex emotional journeys. Therefore, every interaction between them on screen always feels significant. Even a brief glance or a small gesture can appear completely different when executed by two actors who are able to build a mood so naturally. However, it is precisely this kiss scene that has captured the attention of fans even more. According to various behind-the-scenes reports, one of the kiss scenes between Zhang Jingyi and Song Weilong was improvised during filming. This means that not every detail that ultimately appears in the scene feels like a rigid scripted movement. There's room for both actors to respond to the situation and their characters more spontaneously. And this is where Song Weilong's reactions become the most noteworthy. When a scene develops beyond the audience's expectations, an actor's subtle expressions are often the most captivating. Not because these reactions automatically indicate personal feelings, but because spontaneous responses can make a scene seem much more lively. In the case of Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi, moments like this make the audience feel as if they're witnessing the interaction between two characters who are truly immersed in the story. What made the situation even more interesting was how Zhang Jingyi was able to bring a different energy to the scene. Rather than making the moment feel like a rigidly staged romantic scene, the improvisation gave it a more natural feel. Song Weilong then had to follow the rhythm of the scene and respond appropriately to Chun-yi's character. This strengthened their chemistry in the eyes of the audience. It's no surprise that stills and behind-the-scenes videos quickly became a hot topic on social media. Some videos discussing Song Weilong's reaction to the improvisation even use terms like real reaction and goes viral, indicating that public attention was focused not only on the scene itself, but also on how the two actors experienced the process behind the scenes. Interestingly, fans also began to notice small details that might have previously been overlooked. For example, how Song Weilong looked at Zhang Jingyi before or after a scene, how her facial expressions changed, and how the two looked behind the camera. For fans of romantic dramas, details like these are often a source of conversation, as they can reveal how comfortable the two actors are working together. But there's one important point worth emphasizing. The chemistry seen on screen doesn't automatically mean Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi are romantically involved in a real-life relationship. Both are professional actors playing characters in a drama. Reactions seen in behind-the-scenes videos shouldn't be taken as evidence of personal feelings. In fact, their ability to create a natural feel is part of their successful acting and teamwork as co-stars. Even so, it's hard to deny that this couple has a unique charm. Since Love for You caught the attention of fans, Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi's interactions have consistently garnered positive responses. Even the Chinese drama fan community has been discussing their various moments, including the kiss scene, behind-the-scenes footage. There's another reason why the scene felt so powerful. In romantic dramas, a kiss isn't just about the physical contact, but also about the emotions that build before and after it. The gaze, the distance between the two characters, facial expressions, and the shift in atmosphere can make a simple scene incredibly memorable. When improvisation is executed well, the moment can feel more spontaneous and less contrived. That's likely why many viewers felt Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi's scene was different from a typical romantic scene. Not just because of the scene itself, but because viewers knew there was an element of improvisation behind the scene. Once that information emerged, many naturally wanted to revisit the scene and notice every little detail they'd previously missed. Even behind-the-scenes videos featuring the two have garnered attention. One video circulating online specifically focused on their sofa scene, describing it as a particularly sweet moment. This shows that the couple's appeal stems not only from the drama's final cut, but also from their interactions when the camera isn't filming the main scene. For Song Weilong himself, scenes like these also demonstrate his development in playing romantic characters. He must be able to make Chun-yi appear emotionally intense without overdoing the scene. Meanwhile, Zhang Jingyi must provide a balanced response so that Miao Jing still feels like a character with feelings, but not just a character created for romantic scenes. When these two acting approaches collide, the results can be very engaging. The audience is no longer just watching two actors acting, but rather watching Chen Yi and Miao Jing's relationship develop naturally. And when one detail in the scene turns out to be improvised, the audience's curiosity is heightened. It's no surprise that after the scene went viral, comments from fans admitted they couldn't forget their chemistry. When a moment becomes a topic of conversation, people who were previously uninterested start to research the drama's title. They then get to know the characters, follow the story, and perhaps become new fans of the actors. That's the power of a viral moment. Sometimes, just one scene can make a drama a topic of conversation again, and for Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi, this scene exemplifies how strong chemistry can generate significant buzz. This doesn't mean every rumor should be believed, but the fan enthusiasm shows that this couple has managed to leave a lasting impression through their characters. Ultimately, the virality of this scene reminds us that chemistry in a drama doesn't always come from great dialogue or spectacular scenes. Sometimes, just a glance, a spontaneous gesture, or an unexpected response can be the most memorable moment for viewers. And for fans of Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi, one intriguing question remains: will the strong chemistry they displayed in Love for You continue to make them one of the most talked about Chinese drama couples? The answer will likely only be revealed through the drama's continued run and audience response. One thing is clear: the kiss scene, which was initially just a part of the story, has now managed to get people talking about Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi again. And when a scene can make viewers curious about what's happening behind the camera, that's probably when the chemistry really shines. So, what do you think? Did Song Weilong and Zhang Jingyi's scene seem more natural because it was improvised? Or was their chemistry so strong from the start that it felt real? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because your favorite moment might be different from others. And don't forget, if you love news, interesting stories, and viral moments from the world of Chinese dramas and your favorite Chinese actors, be sure to stay tuned to this channel. We'll be covering more interesting stories.